Okay, now is the favorite part of my session. It's the energy clearing session, and I want to help you guys clear some of your blocks today. I want to help you live from this amazing abundance frequency, this lover above energy space. And I don't want you living in stress, in fear, in contraction. You know what I mean? Like, think of what the energy of no money equals, right? Like, it's very contracting. It's very debilitating to some people. And I'm going to show you where the places are to look for these blocks. And so I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to show you some things by doing this meditation. Remember, when I'm guiding you, intuition happens within the first few seconds, okay? So I'll ask you a question about, like, what age do you think something happened to you? An age will pop into your mind, and I want you to just really, really, like, believe and trust that that's the age, and then we're going to clear it, okay? And we're going to transmute it, and we're going to get rid of it, all right? So it's going to be amazing. So the first thing we want to do is we want to connect to the abundance frequency. So I want you to take your energy up 300 feet where you see, sense, or feel the light. Now, everyone naturally does this when they say, hey, I'm going to pray about something, or I'm going to meditate about it. You naturally, whether you know this or not, you take your energy up really, really high, and you connect to source energy. Okay? And some people actually see the light. Some people just feel it and take a deep breath. However it works for you is totally fine. But I want you to take your energy up, connect to the light, and allow this light to start coming through your crown, the top of your head. And ask this light, this abundance frequency, to clear away all thoughts of lack and limit. Now allow this light to come into your eye, cleansing away everywhere you just see problems or debt. And allow this light to come into your ears, cleansing away everywhere you block the guided answers and the truth from showing up. Allow the light to come into your voice and your throat, cleansing away everywhere you block the energy of speaking your new future into place. Allow the light to come into your heart, cleansing away everywhere you have lost compassion or commitment for things to change in your life, where you stopped having hope. Allow the light to come into your solar plexus, cleansing away everywhere you block your life from flowing from love versus fear. Allow the light to come into your stomach area, cleansing everywhere you block your life and feel powerless over circumstances, where you gave in or gave up, going for it. Allow the light to come into your hips, cleansing away everywhere you lack the go for it attitude. And allow this light to come all the way through your feet, grounding you in a fresh new energy that's totally you, that's totally inspiring, completely hopeful, filled in with abundance. Now let this light, just imagine it, go downward into the center of the planet, and imagine that there's this light that feels like mother's love in the center of the planet. Okay? It feels safe, it feels secure, it feels grounded, it feels happy. And some of you might just take a deep breath when you connect to it. And once you kind of connect to this feeling of safe, supportive, mothering kind of energy, caretaking energy, I want you to imagine like an elevator, it can come back up through you. You see, we want to connect you to the light from above and below. Okay? We want to have energy flowing in both directions. And allow this light to come up to your feet and your knees and your legs and your hips and your stomach and your heart and your throat and your head. And now you have this energy of safety and security, filled inness coming through you. And now you're covered with light. And I want you to imagine from your heart area, I want you to imagine this ball of light just expanding out all the way around you. 10 feet around you, 20 feet around you, 30 feet around you, 40 feet around you, 60 feet around you. And just spreading out and out and out until you find the cozy place, the place where it just feels comfortable. You are now connected to the abundance frequency. You are now connected to source energy. You are now connected to unlimited possibilities. And I want you to now, for a moment, think of your last 4 years' income. Okay? And I want you to add it up. And I want you to divide it by 4. This is your average income over the last 4 years. I want you to look at it this way. Your average income is actually your limit, okay? This is how much you will allow to come into your abundance frequency per year. And this is how much you will allow to kind of stay there, okay? It's kind of your set point, so to speak. But I want you to ask this question, okay? So first off, did you spend all of it? Did you save any of it? Okay? Because that's another set point. And usually we get these set points by deciding things and having beliefs and ideas when we were younger. So regarding this set point in your income level, at what age did you first start blocking your income? At what age did you decide that this was my set point? And then just let the numbers kind of pop in your head. And just trust the first number that came in. So at what age was the first age you decided, hey, this is my set point? And it might be a different age, but at what age did you decide to start blocking your abundance? Okay. Now, here's the question. Did you believe this or get this belief or idea from your mom, from your dad, from yourself, or someone else? Mom, dad, self, or someone else. And here's the tool. We're going to start doing an energy clearing statement that starts clearing it. So I want you to imagine this light is coming in, and this light, this higher frequency, is going to dissolve this belief or block that you accumulated at that age. So let the light in, and you might even feel it kind of heavy in a certain part of your body. Just notice when you think of blocking your abundance or limiting yourself or creating this set point, does a part of your body actually feel heavy? Kind of notice that, because that's where the belief is kind of locked in your reality. Your soul's bigger than your body, and you have this belief stuck in your reality somewhere, and you might be feeling it in your body. So let lots of light in and kind of just say this out loud with me. We're going to clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. We're going to clear and transmute this across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Everywhere this belief is that I've created a set point, that I'm limiting my abundance, that I can't have more than enough, I'm going to clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And then I want you to fill in with the positive thing. And the positive thing is, what would it take? So what would it take for me to be able to receive more and more abundance? What would it take for my new set point to be, and fill in the blank, right? What would it take for me to be able to receive $100,000? What would it take for me to receive $200,000? What would it take for me to receive $300,000? And when you're saying, what would it take for me to receive, you're letting the universe figure that out for you. Now, regarding your life in general, let's find another block. Regarding your life in general, did you ever decide that you were not able to create more than enough money? Okay? Did you ever decide at some level, hey, I don't have enough? Okay, what's the age that you decided this? And did you pick this up from mom, dad, yourself, or someone else? And where does it feel kind of heavy in your body? I want you to bring in a lot of light to that place, and I want you to clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And just imagine that this light instantly transmutes this belief or block. And then we want to fill in with the good stuff. So what would it take for me to have more than enough money? What would it take for the universe to supply me with everything I need? What would it take for me to always have extra? All right. Regarding your career, did you ever lose hope that there was nothing better out there for you? Are you stuck in a job that you really don't like because you actually think that there's nothing better for you? So regarding this, when did you decide that there is nothing better, or that you actually can't get what you really, 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 really want? Okay, did you pick that up from mom, dad, yourself, or someone else? Okay, where does it feel heavy in your body? Okay, we're going to clear and transmute that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Clear and transmute that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Clear and transmute that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And what would it take for me to actually be able to do me for a living, right? What would it take for me to actually get what I want for my career? What would it take for me to make money being me? What would it take for me to get paid being me? What would it take for me to get paid more than I need being me? Okay, here's another one. At what age did you decide that money was hard to come by? At what age did you decide that money was hard to come by? Or that you had to work hard for it? Okay? Did you pick this up from mom, dad, yourself, or someone else? Who talked you out of your money? Okay, where does it feel kind of heavy in your body when you think of it? Okay, and if you don't feel, that's okay. It's still clearing, okay? Just so you know, if you don't feel it, like some people feel it, that's okay. It means you shut up some of your feelings, and it's totally fine. But it's still clearing anyway, okay? So whatever this is, will you please clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Okay, and the more you do this, by the way, you guys, the more awareness you get, the more your feelings turn back on, and the more you'll be able to intuitively hear the ages if you're one of the ones that's not hearing or feeling it, okay? This is normal if you somewhere shut yourself off. All right, so now let's fill back in. So what would it take for money to be easy to come by? What would it take for me to know that abundance is my natural state? What would it take for me to know that abundance is my birthright? Okay, if you've ever felt stressed out about money, I want you to ask yourself, did I learn this from mom, dad, myself, or someone else? Where did I learn to stress out about money? At what age did this pattern first take hold? Okay, kind of sense or feel where it feels kind of heavy? Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality. Bring the light in right to that spot. Some of you guys might be yawning or crying or have weird sensations going on. That's very normal. Okay, that's very normal when you're creating energy patterns for that to happen. Okay, so bring it into that place and clear and transmute everywhere you're stressed out about money, and everywhere you duplicated it from somebody. And everywhere you learn to stress out about money, clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Everywhere you learn to stress out about money, clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. If you've ever been fearful about generating wealth, at what age did you decide that there was something not good or kind about loving money? Right? Who told you that it's not good or kind to love money? So at what age did you decide that it's not good to love money? And did you hear this from your mom, dad, self, or someone else. Again, the first one that pops in your head is the answer, even if you don't remember what happened. Okay, so wherever it feels kind of heavy, I want you to take your energy into that spot, in, on, and around your body, and clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality. Please clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Okay, and then fill in. What would it take for me to know that it's completely okay to love money? What would it take for me to know that it's completely okay to love abundance? What would it take for me to know it's completely okay to generate wealth? It's okay for me to be rich. It's safe and good for me to be wealthy. Okay, now I want you to look at this. What story did your mom or the maternal figure in your life, okay, whoever raised you, that was mom, what kind of energy did they have about money? Did they love it, hate it, stress about it, talk about it, go shopping all the time, spend it all? And then, did you duplicate that energy? And if yes, at what age did you duplicate that energy? At what age did you duplicate maternal figure or mom's energy? Okay, where does it feel heavy in your body? I want you to take your energy into that spot, and I want you to clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Okay, what would it take for you to be your own energy about money? What would it take for you to be your own birthright and natural energy about abundance and money? Okay, what story did your dad have about money, or the father figure in your life? And what age did you start duplicating it? So what was dad's issues with money? And what age did you duplicate it and make it real? So take your energy into that place where it feels a little heavy or tight in your body, and I want you to clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimensions, space, and reality. And just kind of think the light's coming in and instantly transmute it. So if you think you can't say it as fast as I am, the reason I say it fast is because the energy wants to come in fast and really, really, really just Shazam it. Okay, but just think of the energy coming in and instantly melting your story about where you duplicated dad's energy about money. What would it take for you to live your own story about money? What would it take for you to live your own reality about money? All right, I want you to ask this question. In about a month from now, 30 days from now, are you living the same life you have, or have you taken a giant step into a more abundant future? And if the answer came back that you're not taking any more giant steps into the future, I want you to ask this question, okay? Just very intuitively. I want you to ask, will Christie's abundance tools help me shift faster than I can on my own? Now, if you heard yes, obviously you know the answer, take some action. But if you heard no, I want you to ask this question, okay? It's very fascinating what can happen. I want you to ask, do you have a block that's sabotaging you and is telling you to not go for it? Okay, if you got a yes, I want you to ask, can I let go of this? Or does some part of me really just want to keep a lack of abundance? Because sometimes what happens is we want to be safe, so we don't want to have abundance. We think abundance is going to be completely unsafe to us, okay? And then we'll have this part of us that sabotages us and tells us, no, you can't go for it. Don't go for that. Don't buy that thing because that won't help you, right? Don't go listen to that person who actually might help you. Don't apply for 20 jobs because you actually might get one that you love, right? Don't go trading that stock even though it just, tripled in the last month, because You won't be that person that makes a lot of money. Like, you see what happens? Like, this part of you could be telling you no. So I want you to ask, do you have a part of you that sabotages you like that and talks you out of your good? If so, I want you to ask, what's the belief? I heard a lot of you guys have the belief that I am unworthy, okay? So you might have heard a different belief, but what age is the first age that you duplicated the belief that sabotages you, whatever it is? What age is the first age that you duplicated this belief? Mom, dad, self, or someone else is where you picked it up. Okay, so clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality. Clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. What would it take for me to actually get what I want in life? What would it take for me to use whatever tools, whatever opportunities, whatever career path would be the best, most amazing life for me? What would it take for me to actually just go for it and let me have everything? What would it take for abundance to be my birthright? Okay, when you're ready, you can just kind of open your eyes.